West Arkansas, excessive heat warnings throughout the river valley. Boy, it is toasty. I tell you what is the difference between a heat advisory and excessive heat warning? We had some folks asking us this question earlier. It has to mainly do with how it feels, so that feel-like temperature. But then also, do you get a chance to cool off at night? It's one thing when you can hit 100, but then you can finally take a break at night. But we're not getting breaks at night because the humidity is so high. We're watching temperatures staying well above 74 degrees. In fact, some of us barely even get to the 70s. Some of us are holding right at 80 degrees overnight tonight. It is not fun waking up in the morning and it's still 80 degrees. That's the one time when you try to get a little bit of a break. So excessive heat warning continues that. You have nighttime temperatures that are not cooling off, but the heat index value is even higher. And so this is why we've had several excessive heat warnings posted across 5 countries where it feels like it's 105 or higher. And that's especially been the case in the river valley where the humidity is a little bit higher, especially from that thunderstorm we had yesterday. It dropped more rainfall than the thunderstorm we had last night in northwest Arkansas, but most of us have at least gotten a little bit of extra rain, which is adding to the humidity factor. Right now, it's mostly sunny. There's nothing blocking that sun hitting you. You are baking out there today. Still warm right now. It's going to be warm all evening long. I think even by 10 o'clock, most of us are still in the 80s, and maybe some could still be in the 90s. High pressure is locked in place. We're still watching the jet stream. Every once in a while, we get these ridge riders. See all these scattered showers and thunderstorms popping up close to the jet stream itself. Well, yesterday, the jet stream was a little bit closer, so some of these storms can meander closer to us. It's shifted a little bit farther north, so it's harder for them to survive on their way south. So a lot of times they flare up and then they start to dive south, but once they get too close to the high pressure system, they fade away. That's what we watched last night. We had a thunderstorm just crossing over the Kansas-Oklahoma state line, and then it started to turn south. It got a little bit too close to the high pressure. We still got rain in northwest, but it nearly wasn't as strong, so that's some good news. This evening temperatures, I wish we had 65. That's a typo. Temperatures well in the 90s the next several hours. 65, I'm not sure if we'll hit even 65 in the next 10 days for many of us. It's just that warm, especially those overnight temperatures are super warm too. Here's your forecast tomorrow. Lots of hundreds on the map. We have now officially hit 100 in Fort Smith. I think we can go even warmer than that tomorrow. We'll see if we hit 100 officially in northwest Arkansas tomorrow. Today we hit 97. We're dangerously close, but we had some clouds this morning left over from some of those thunderstorms that we had last night, and so that helped protect us from that 100-degree mark. We're pretty much mostly sunny tomorrow, so there's a good chance we try to at least aim towards 100 everywhere across 5 countries. But it's the heat index that's really getting us because we're still dealing with the late springtime rains and that humidity source. But then we're getting this early summer heat combine the two, and then we're dealing with heat index temperatures that are just nuts. And so here's a look at Futurecast. Not a lot going on weather-wise when you take a look just at future radar. Just lots of sunshine the next several days, just keeping us warm and keeping us humid. I'm going to show you what the 7-day forecast looks like. There is a little bit of relief underway. We're warm all the way through Friday, which we're flirting with high temperature records. But by this weekend, we go back to some low 90s, but the caveat is when we get a little bit cooler, we also have to talk about some isolated storm chances. Hold on just a second. In the river valley, river valley's hot. You know, when it's hot, you kind of slow down a little bit.
Computer system's melting.
We feel it. I think it is melting, but it's going to be warm, and 4th of July, warm as well.
Just get into the weekend.
There you go. Congrats, Fort Smith, on your first 100 of the summer.
Something they're not really
Like, no, we didn't like that.
All right, Matt, thank you.
A discovery in a London attic takes this dress from out of this world.